Hello again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Brutus Monroe Inspiration Team layout. So I am playing with some Velveteen glazes. I'm going to use the Raven Detail ink and the Birds of a Feather stamps. So first I pulled out this this piece of paper that was in my stash. It's a little damaged, but I cover it up with all the fun stuff that I'm going to put on there. So I am just going to mark a line where my picture is going to go, and I want to center it for where I'm going to put the Velveteen glaze down. Now this stuff goes on super creamy, but it dries matte, you guys. It is like, it's magic. So I'm just going to cover up a good portion with the blue and just make the fun lines to give a little bit of interest to my background, because I'm going to stamp over it with the Raven Detail ink, which stamps fabulous on this mixed media. So I'm going to put that to the, no, I don't. I have such a thin layer that it dries pretty well and very quickly. I pull out my next color and I get a nice layering bit on my spatula there, and that's just a plastic spatula knife, nothing special. And I'm going to very carefully lay the next layer of color down, and then I ever so slightly run them together. And they kind of mix just a little bit, but I totally love it. Now I do set that to the side and let that dry. I'm going to pull out some cardstock to map my photo. This is my fiance and our dog B, and this stamp set worked perfect for this picture because I'm going to use the title, which is a stamp that says Birds of a Feather Flock Together, and that's what they're doing. Like, you know, they're fun. She jumped in bed with them, and I was standing there talking to him, and he, put her in a hug hold, and I had to take the picture. So I'm going to go ahead and mat my photo, which I trimmed down to a 4x4, on some navy cardstock, some orange cardstock, and that mustard cardstock, just because I felt like it picked up on the colors that I had used from the Velveteen glaze. Now, if you guys are interested in picking up any of this Velveteen glaze, I will have a link down below. It is my affiliate link. It costs you nothing to use it. It just helps me earn a little extra to promote my channel, and you get great Brutus Monroe products, which, hello, you guys know I love me some Brutus Monroe. So I was trying to figure out where to put the title. I know that my photo is going to go in that area right there because I want it to be split behind. I want the mixed media, the Velveteen glaze, split behind it. So I'm going to go ahead and line my stamps up where I like them. And I'm going to get out my Brutus Monroe, the little mini cube. Now you can pick this pack up. I'll have a link for that down below as well. And then you get all four of the best inks in the world. You get the embossing powder, You get the embossing ink, the Raven Detail ink, the alabaster white, and you get some. It's called Sherlock, and when it dries clear, so you can do no line coloring with it, and they all come in there. This is watch how this stamps, you guys. I put it down, pull the picture because I was just afraid that the picture might be lifting it up a little bit, and stamps perfectly. So now I'm going to do 2 lines. I'm going to basically border the Velveteen glaze with these feathers. And I do just rub the stamps. This is a new stamp set, so I have not used it yet. So to prep and prime the stamp, I just rub it on my arm just to get any kind of oils or anything that may be already on the stamp. You only have to do it the first time, and you don't even have to do it. It helps to get a good layer of ink onto the page. So I'm going to use all of these fun, cute little leaves, and I just kind of line them up to where they look pleasing to my eye. And I'm telling you, that black ink, the Raven Detail ink, it stamps perfectly on top of this Velveteen glaze. It's so exciting. Usually you have big holes or where it just didn't quite stick, but no, that was not the case. This is super fabulous ink. Now I do want to apologize if you hear any background noise. It is still early in the morning and I'm sitting outside having my cup of coffee while the family sleeps. doing my voiceovers. I know some people say it's a little much. Some people say it's fine. You know, I can stop. I can, you know, try to figure something else out. But my time is very limited because I have went back to in-office working. So I lose 2 hours a day on commuting, and I would rather be scrapbooking and playing with all these fun products. Yes, absolutely adore this. So if you want to pick any of this stuff up, again, I will have it linked down below. And the birds of a feather, those you will see those lots. These feathers are going to make their way. When we go on vacation, I'm actually going to stamp a whole bunch of these out and color them on the drive down to Florida. So I will have a ton of feather embellishments. So I was kind of toying with leaving that top side up there with 2 less feathers, but I felt like it was just off. It was a little off balance for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and add 2 more. And we are good to go. I do want to trim off. I'm going to trim off a 1/2 inch on the one side and then 1/4 of an inch on the top and bottom, because I'm going to mat it. Mostly because it's a little warped from the mixed media that I put on there, and the paper is wrinkled. So I'm just going to flatten it out that way. But the paper being wrinkled does not bother me. Because really, let's be honest, you're looking at the mixed media and the stamping. At least I am. So that's what draws your eye to the picture. I just get that put down, and I just mat it with some blue that matched that cardstock. I do take some die cuts here and just kind of start to embellish. I'm going to cut that big flower in half, and I'm going to put it in 2 different spots, and we're going to have like a diagonal design of embellishments. I do use ATG and some liquid glue as well, just so that it does stick on top of the mixed media. These 2 little wonky frames stuck together, I had no idea when I would ever use them because they're too small for pictures for me. So I just went ahead and made them a border element to the picture. And we, again, are going to pop in the glue, get my picture stuck down, and start adding just a little embellishments here. I know I have all those embellishments pulled out. I don't use them all. I am going to use this cute little banner up here because that's when I decide I've got the flower, the half of the flower to the bottom left. So I'm going to go ahead and add some stuff to the top right. I was thinking about using this, but basically it said Daydreamer, and I just really wanted to use it, but it does not make it to the layout. I take these very large feathers, and since I already have feathers on the page, I felt like this was a good time to go ahead and use those. And I'm just going to cut them in half and tuck them in different places. Then I have this little bitty feather here. It's a sticker, and I'm going to stick that right to the photo, right about that area. We're going to put this little chipboard piece. I absolutely, you guys, loved this layout. I like the Velveteen glazes. So if you're not looking for super shiny and you don't want like shimmery, which is a lot of the products these days, shiny and shimmery, because who doesn't love that? This is a good break. It's, you know, it's not shiny, it dries matte, and I absolutely love that. Like, it looks so good on the background, even as it's just swiped down in some messy little strips. Because I have feathers, I added a bird, right? That is pretty much gonna do it. I am going to add this little velveteen flower up here, or velveteen, you know what I'm trying to say. I can't think of the word, but you guys know what it is. And I'm gonna pull out some sequins from my stash because I felt like it needed just a little bit of something to brighten it up. This is not a super dimensional layout, but I really didn't want it to be. I really want the focal point and everything on the layout to be about the stamping and the Velveteen glaze. So apparently you guys know I love the Velveteen glaze, right? Because I've said that like 4 times. I think I just really like that. Has to be it. The word is fun. All right, that's going to do it for my layout. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Click that subscribe button down below. Check out the Brutus Monroe website and see what they have to offer. They have wonderful sales and discounts all the time. They are doing a bingo promotion right now, so you get a bingo card and get to play bingo and win prizes. Woo woo! Love me some Brutus Monroe. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another layout. Bye.